Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new week for EPISD at home, and welcome to a new lesson for science. Guys, today it's gonna be a great lesson because we get to start the last unit for science. And yes, I'm talking about life cycles. Guys, this is going to be easy for you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we have been taking a lot of time to talk about organisms. We had the time to talk about the way the organisms behave. I'm talking about the DNA, I'm talking about the genes, and also we had the time to talk about food webs. So, pretty much, guys, you are becoming experts about organisms. And when we talk about organisms, you know that we are talking about plants, animals, and humans, guys. And today, it's the time to start the last unit for science, like I said, and it's gonna be about life cycles. So today, Monday, the 11th day of May, 2020, we're gonna start reading about life cycles. So what comes to your mind when I say life cycles? You know about the water cycle, right? Cycle, it means repetition, right? That it continues. That maybe it's like a circle, right? Maybe it's a sequence. So yes, life cycle, it's the sequence of life. You know that animals, plants, and humans are born, they grow, uh, they have kids, they grow older, and this cycle repeats and repeats, right? So today, guys, we're gonna have the chance to analyze the life cycle of beetles, which is an amazing insect because they look very different at every stage of the life cycle. I have here an image that you can see, and you can see the beetle's life cycle has 4 stages, and guys, you can see that they look really different from stage 1 to stage 2, from stage 2 to stage 3, and from stage 3 to stage 4. Why do they look so different? Why do they look like X at first, and then they look like a worm on stage 2? Okay, so the article that I have for you today is going to answer all of your questions. So please sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and start. So before we read the article, I want to present to you the vocabulary words. Please pay close attention to these, guys. And you know that every time that I present something to you, it can be vocabulary, a reading, or something. This is also available for you in Schoology. Take advantage of that. Last time that we had a science for, it was not last time, but one of the times when we had a science lesson, you needed to match the vocabulary words with the definition in the test. And guys, some of you did not do so good. So please pay attention here. And also, if you have access to Schoology, open the vocabulary before you take the test, so you can match the correct vocabulary word with the definition. Okay. So today we only have three vocabulary words. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. So life cycle. What is a life cycle? So we said that it was a sequence of life, right? But let's see what the experts say. So life cycle, the stages or sequence, we were right, of events through which an organism grows, reproduces, and dies. Okay, that's the definition. Let's go ahead and read number 2. Change. And the definition for change is to become different. And the last one, development, the growth of an organism. Okay, so there you go. Remember that you have this in Schoology. So now, guys, you are more than ready to start with the article. So I'm gonna read it to you, and you know that I like to stop in at the end of every paragraph to explain to you what is going on. Okay, so please pay close attention, sit back, and enjoy today's reading. Okay, so the stages of a beetle's life. When you think about what a baby looks like, you probably think it looks a lot like a little adult. It has two eyes, a nose, a mouth, and all of the other parts that an adult human has. However, some young animals and insects, such as beetles, look very different from their parents. And that's actually true, guys. And you can use yourself as an example. Even when you were so little, even when you were like 2 years old, 3 years old, maybe your family member said, "Oh, she looks like like you look like your dad, you look like your mom, you look alike." It's really easy to make that connection, even when we are really, really little. But for some insects and animals, guys, they look very different from their parents on the first stages of life. And the beetles is one of those examples. And I already mentioned this in the introduction. Look how they look on stage 1, X, right? Look how they look on stage 2, right here. Look how they look on stage 3. And look how they look on stage 4. Guys, they look very different in every stage. Like, it's hard to see a connection, right? But today we're gonna see that connection, and we're gonna see why they make that drastical change. Okay, paragraph 2. Many insects, such as beetles, go through 4 stages of growth, known as a complete life cycle. Beetles appear and behave differently at each stage of their life cycle. So there are 4 stages for the beetle's life cycle, and we're gonna start with the first one. Stage 1, egg. The egg is the first stage of growth. The egg is usually very small. It is round or oval, and it might have a pattern on it. Beetles often lay eggs on soft ground or in the nests of birds. Different species or kinds of beetles can lay different amounts of eggs, anywhere from just a few to up to 500 at a time. So here, one thing, guys. So this is how they are born, right? They are located inside the egg, and the their parents put the eggs on nests. What do you think they put it on nests, guys? They want to protect the babies, right? So it's not right, or it's not how can I say it? It's just common sense. You're gonna put the eggs in a safe place. You just put it on the ground, like wherever. Some animal might find the eggs and eat them, right? So the parents have the job to put the eggs in a safe place because some animals can eat them. And look, they can put up to 500 eggs at a time. Okay, so it's better, or the best idea is to put them in a safe place. Stage 2, larva. The larva is the second stage of growth. We refer to the beetle larva as a grub. The grub looks a lot like a worm. It might have stripes or patterns or spiny hairs, just like an adult insect. A grub has 6 legs. Are you surprised by that fact? The legs of a grub are located up under its head. Yes, guys. So let me go back to stage 2, right here. You might think that they don't have any legs, but actually they do, and all the legs are located uh, under its head. Okay? A grub's main job is to eat. A beetle grub can eat leaves, seeds, fruit, or wood. Eating like this means the grub will grow quickly. It might shed its skin up to 4 times as it grows. So the job on the second stage is to eat like crazy. And that's also for you guys. You are still young. So in order to grow and have a good development, you need to eat a lot, right? And of course, we need to eat healthy. And the way that beetles do it is that they eat leaves, seeds, fruit, or wood. That's how they get their nutrients in order to grow and go to stage 3, which is pupa. During the third stage, the larva stops eating. It makes a hard covering similar to a shell for itself, which it attaches to a safe place. The insect is now a pupa or a chrysalis. The pupa is usually brown or green so that it is camouflaged by the leaves and branches of plants. While it is inside the chrysalis, the beetle's body breaks down into a jelly like substance, and the adult body, including wings, is formed. The prolegs disappear. The beetle changes from its tan color to clear. Then it is time for the adult beetle to break free. So, guys, it's kind of uh, curious right here. So, on stage 2, they were able to move, right? They were able to go from one place to another. They even had legs, right? But now, when they are on stage 3, which is called the pupa stage, they cannot move. They cover themselves. They use like a shell to cover, and they stay there for a couple of weeks, and then they break free in order to start like their actual life, which is stage 4, adult. When the changes are complete, the adult insect emerges. This is the fourth stage of growth. Its wings are not strong at first, so it pumps blood to them. Within a few hours, the beetle can fly, although not all species can fly. So here I want to mention, guys, when they say species, they talk about a family. There are different types of beetles, and let me tell you, some beetles can fly. Not all of them can fly. Okay, and remember, species, it's another name to say family in science. Okay, and this 4-stage life cycle is called complete metamorphosis. The word metamorphosis means to change form. The beetle's form truly does go through a spectacular change. And that's true, right? It's a spectacular change. Like we said, they look really, really different in every single stage. And uh, as humans, we also look different, right? We grow, and when we get older, we look different, right? But our life cycle, it's different, right? We don't we don't we don't hide ourselves using a pupa or something like that. We always keep moving. So our life cycle is a little bit different from the ones from animals, and we're gonna get to see our own life cycle next time that we see science. Okay, guys, this is the lesson of the day, and let me give you a reminder so you can get 100 on the test. So please read the article at least 3 times. I read it to you guys. It's not that long. Please read it 3 times before you take the test, and also review the vocabulary because it is on the test. You have 3 vocabulary words, so please study them and do your best on the test. Guys, I am your teacher, Mr. Gonzalez. It was a pleasure to do this video for you. Guys, 2 more weeks, and we are gonna end the school year, okay? So please do your best on the last tests. Thank you. See you next time.